contestant, Mark Lander. Stress. Stress, Mark Lander.
Stressed. Stressed. How many of you have ever been stressed? How many of you are stressed right now? Imagine those blinking lights that you see in the rear view mirror. Or remember passing by your freeway exit when you are in a time crunch. Stress. All get stressed. But what about the stress that we have from our relationships that are chronic? For example, work. You know, most people who are in a work experience at some time have chronic stress because of their relationship. I'd like to tell you about an experience that I had about chronic stress. A few months ago, earlier in my career, I had a new boss. It was a totally different organizational structure, different priorities. I was stressed because gone was the flexibility, the freedom, the creativity, and the collaboration that I was so used to. I didn't know how to handle this relationship. You know, according to a Gallup poll on workplace relationships, 1 out of 8 people in the workforce really enjoy their work. They really enjoy going to work. And I was one of those people. I really loved my job. But I found myself sinking into that 63% of people who just go to work because they have a job, versus the 17% of people who are pretty much disengaged from what they're doing. What was it about this relationship that was so stressful for me? What was so problematic? Why did I have all of this angst? Could have been that there were times when I was a little patronizing. Maybe it was that we didn't communicate well. When I got my letter of reprimand, I knew that things had progressed a little bit too far. So I started to do my research, what I could do. I watched my YouTube videos, and I went to my seminars. I tried to do whatever I could to learn about this. I did my meditations. I did my mantras. I did that attitude of gratitude, saying, universe, there must be something in this relationship that I need to learn to strengthen my own self and how I relate to others. So I took a course. I took a course that's called True Colors. And in that workshop, I discovered that we all have special qualities and traits. We know that. We're unique. We have those things that set us apart from everyone else. In this course, there were 4 primary areas that we all fall into. One is blue. Can you tell who I am? I'm a blue. Blue. This is the relator type, the feeling type. And then there's the green, who is the more analytical, the accountant person, the person who likes to do the numbers. And then there's the person who likes to skydive. Very good, Joy. This is the entrepreneur, the person who likes to be out there in front, do their own thing. And then 48% of the people fall into this category, which is gold. Tried and true, stay the course, path, laws, rules, conservative. We all fall in there. What I noticed was that my boss was a goal I was a blue, and there was this constant fighting going on in my head about how to relate. Over and over again, I tried to make sense of how I could speak to her and how she could speak to me so that we could relate together. We are a rainbow. We are each of these pieces in different volumes, different amounts, different qualities, different quantities. And that's what makes us special. Everyone has their own mixture. And so it's up to us to step back and observe. And then to learn and discover how to relate to each person based on what their need might be, or their quality, or their primary trait. So my primary view of the world is blue. But my inferior function is gold. So when I relate to a gold person, I realize that I'm going to have a difficulty. Step back, observe, and then be compassionate, because not everybody knows the same things that we do. Not everybody hears what we have to say. Not everybody sees the world in the same view. But when we have compassion for each other, for ourselves, that's when we learn how important each other is. Despite all of my learning, everything that I had done, nothing prepared me for that email that I got 2 weeks before my boss's first anniversary. I regret to inform you, and I'm happy to announce, that I have taken a new job in Florida. She was no longer my boss, and my incredible weight on my shoulders fell. So I no longer was stressed. Madam President.